you're a business owner or you're a realtor who targets both the English and the Spanish market, I'm making this video for you. Recently, I was able to learn how to kind of automate my business a little bit more, because in the last 13 years of being a realtor, all of my business basically was me generating it from prospecting by phone, whether I was calling expired listings or just calling in neighborhoods, or doing open houses, or even just door knocking. And so I've had a very successful business. I have nothing to complain about, except for it was a lot of work. And honestly, after 13 years, I was actually really getting burn out with it, and I needed something different. I almost quit my real estate business because I was just tired of doing the same thing over and over again. And so I did take a long break. I took about almost a year off, where I was only working with referral business and no more prospecting for, like I said, almost a year. And then I decided to one day get on this web call, which basically was another realtor saying that she had been doing the same thing. She was tired of the door knocking, the prospecting, the open houses, and she had found a new way of doing business, which was actually the most successful way she had ever done. So I got on the call, and it was actually for an entire week, her showing us how to use GoHighLevel. But in this web call, it was actually, they had rebranded it as Rico Demand. Still the platform for HighLevel or GoHighLevel, but it's actually being used more for realtors. And so I got on the call. I learned they taught us how to create a Facebook ad, how to create a pixel that would link to your GoHighLevel CRM account. And then they taught us how to create a landing page, how to create a registered page, and even a countdown page. And then after you ran your basically masterclass, you would then be able to get all of the people that were on your call into a workflow of SMS messages and email messages. But they did the call so we could learn how to set it up. And at the end of the 5 days, I still didn't have the knowledge to do it because it was so much information. So they had something called an inner circle that we could join. And of course, you would have to pay for more classes and other things. And I just didn't have the money to do it. So I decided, instead of paying them, I paid for the recording of the class. And I sat there for about 2 weeks, and I watched how they actually built the entire funnel, how to create my own page in the landing page, and I did have to get my own standalone account with GoHighLevel in order to be able to create this. So then what I did was I created the whole funnel. I had a very successful first masterclass, which was I had 12 people in my first class. And then I ran it for first-time home buyers in English. But because it was so successful, I decided that since I kind of already knew how to do all of it, I wanted to translate that whole funnel into Spanish. And once I started doing it, some of the things within the English funnel started to break down. So that's when I decided to get my AI assistant, Claude, to help me. And I downloaded Claude Code, and with the help of Claude Code, I was able to now go into the HighLevel CRM and find all of the different codes to be able to help me not only translate more stuff, but to be able to debug some of the things that were broken. It was kind of complicated because I didn't know where the mistakes were, where the translation broke some of the different parts of the SMS emails, or the SMS text messages and the emails. So basically, my point is, if it hadn't been for Claude Code and me sending the screenshots and working in tandem with Claude Code, I wouldn't have been able to figure it out. But luckily, we were able to do it together. And now I have 2 successful funnels, one in English and one in Spanish, all with the help of Claude Code. I didn't have to pay anyone to do it, and I did it all on my own. Well, again, it wasn't just me, it was the help of Claude. It literally did the work for me. And now I have my workflows going for SMS messages, email messages, whenever I set up my master classes. And so far I've had 47 leads come in for my masterclass. So it's just been really, really amazing to me how something so so beautiful can happen if you just kind of learn some new technology and you keep up with the times. And it's really amazing to me because I never thought that I would actually be able to learn so quickly something that seems so techy. And the reason I'm saying this is because most people think you have to be really techy, or you have to know coding, or you're just kind of not really into the new AI technology. So I was someone who felt that way a little bit. I was kind of intimidated by it, but no more. This is actually very simple, and it has made my life a lot easier. So what I'm going to be doing is kind of keeping track of the things that I've been doing and posting on videos on how I've been able to use Claude and use HighLevel. And feel free to follow my journey. I'm going to be very focused on working with both the English and the Spanish market with my real estate business, and really targeting the business owners in town. So again, this video is mostly for realtors or business owners who are interested in learning how to use these tools. If you have any questions about it, feel free to contact me and I'll be happy to share with you.